So you've been cheating in Fortnite, or you're watching a Fortnite video about cheaters because you were thinking about cheating but then decided not to because you'd probably get banned, or you just wanted to see which pros have been cheating in the game. In any case, it's time to stop cheaters once and for all. Detective Fred is on the case, and we will stop at nothing until these cheaters are behind the non-existent bars in Fortnite because they removed the prison in Fortnite, but when they add it back, Fred is on the case. But in the meantime, if you use code T5G in the next 25 seconds when purchasing any new items in the item shop, you will have good luck for the next 24 hours. Also, be sure to join the Discord. Link is in the description. But without further ado, let's talk about some pros that we caught on to when they were cheating. Number 5, JohnnyK from Team Caliber. Team Caliber is a well-respected yet small esports organization that plays competitively in Fortnite and Call of Duty. The team's current Fortnite roster only consists of 3 pro players. Until recently, it had 4. So what happened? Well, meet Jonathan Cosmala, also known as JohnnyK, pro player for Team Caliber. JohnnyK was as exciting for Fortnite's upcoming World Cup as any other. A tournament worth $30 million is up for grabs, and anyone can take that victory royale. I mean, who doesn't want a piece of that? In April of 2019, JohnnyK decided he was going to try and beat all the other pro players when trying to qualify for the finals in New York. While most professional Fortnite players practice in scrims and try out new tactics, Cosmala decided to opt into a less subtle method. He decided to get into contact with a reputable hacker on Discord and ask him for ESP cheats. ESP is a name for in-game cheats which allow players to see enemies through walls. They're actually wall hacks. Unfortunately for Jonathan, it turns out that the modder who created and sold the cheats to him was working with a YouTuber called the Fortnite Guy, who exposed the player in a video showing screenshots of the conversations along with JohnnyK actually paying for the cheats. He wasn't even trying to hide it too, and his first message to the hacker is, "Hello, I am a pro Fortnite player looking to get a competitive advantage for the World Cup this weekend." Like, come on now, Johnny, no pop. Cheating tournaments, no pop. Of course, because the modder was undercover, he sent JohnnyK cheats that would be instantly detectable by Epic Games, and as a result, the pro player was permanently banned from the game the second he loaded into a World Cup qualifiers. I mean, come on, people, use your brain. You are a pro player. You're pretty smart. You gotta be pretty smart, and if you're not, what are you doing? But after the YouTuber's video went live, Team Caliber made a statement on Twitter saying that we have released Jonathan Cosmala from our Fortnite team. We are shocked to learn that he was cheating during the World Cup qualifiers. This violation is serious, and we have ended our relationship with him. He has since deleted his personal Twitter account. Bye-bye. We'll miss you. But also you cheated, so maybe not. Number 4, Colossal is crazy. Keemstar's extremely popular weekly tournament, Friday Fortnite, was a smash hit back in 2018 when Fortnite didn't host their own big tournaments. It was one of the first major esports events in the game's history, which brought a lot of attention each week, bringing millions of viewers to watch their favorite content creators battle it out for cash prizes. Friday Fortnite is known to be exclusive to players who, well, have clout. So it's hard to get the best of the best in there if they are unknown. In the first ever week of Friday Fortnite, popular YouTubers Going Dark and Colossal is Crazy teamed up in a duo and ended up infamously taking out TSM Myth and 100 Thieves Nadeshot in the losers bracket of the tournament. Myth and Nadeshot are incredibly talented and respected professional esports players, so seeing channels known for commentary and memes taking them out was a huge shock to a lot of viewers. After an investigation into the murderers, this sounds like a true crime documentary, Myth and Nadeshot discovered that Colossal is Crazy had actually not been playing himself. Instead, Colossal had passed the game over to his friend Nopify. If you're a Twitter addict, you might know Nopify for constantly posting memes and really random funny tweets. You probably don't know him though. Well, luckily for him, Keemstar gave Nopify a permanent spot in the tournament. But unfortunately for Colossal is Crazy, he was kicked out of Friday Fortnite after admitting it to Keemstar on stream, and Keem laughed it off. In another tweet confirming the story, Colossal said, "We were in losers brackets, so thought we couldn't win anyway, so gave my friend Nopify the opportunity to play against some pro players for a game. He ended up beating them, and he now has a permanent spot in the tournament. I got kicked though." Sad face. This is one of the more innocent cases of cheating, but it's still cheating. Unfortunately, Friday Fortnite was canned after complications with Epic Games. It's returning for 3 weeks only thanks to funding from FaZe Banks after the Tfue situation, so tune into that. But in number 3, we've got FaZe Clan's Nate Hill and Funk Bomb. In September of 2018, the Fall Skirmish was the major tournament for Fortnite pros with a $4 million prize pool for finalists. This tournament adopted a weird system as Epic Games introduced a club system. The tournament was split into 5 clubs: the Fortnites, Lucky Llamas, Dusty Dogs, Bush Bandits, and Rift Raiders. Each member of the tournament was randomly assigned into one of the 5 clubs, and they were to represent the club for the whole event. The members of each club would have to work together to gain points and get their team to the top. Every player in the first place club would get $15,000 each, second place would be $10,000 each, third place $7,500, fourth place $5,000, and last place was $2,500 for each player. So everyone participating in the tournament was guaranteed at least $2.5 thousand in prizes. That wasn't enough for Funk Bomb, also known as Face Funk, though, who was playing with his partner Nate Hill. When playing in the fall skirmish, Funk died, and instead of waiting for Nate Hill to do his thing, he decided to check out the official Fortnite stream, which had absolutely no delay on it. Because of this, Funk Bomb decided to make callouts to Nate with information he shouldn't have known. While it was a one-time thing, it was still a terrible case of cheating, and Epic noticed swiftly. In an email to Nate Hill, Epic Games said that he would be suspended immediately from participating in all the skirmish trials and skirmishes until conclusion of suspension, but was still a member of Dusty Dogs Club and would remain eligible for club prizing. Funk Bomb, on the other hand, was kicked out of Dusty Dogs and would not be eligible for club prizing. Nate took to Twitter and said, "Both Funk and I have apologized to others behind the scenes, but I, on behalf of both of us, want to apologize to the community. This is not what either of us represent, and we will try to be the best people and players we can moving forward. I am not a cheater, and I've given a life to this game and the community around it." Funk Bomb said, "I especially apologize to Ghost Demo, Epic Games, and my fans. I take full responsibility for any repercussions that come my way. This truly was a mistake. This is not who I am." The pair are still in FaZe Clan and are competing together once again after learning their lesson. Button at number 2, we've got Heretics Marquee. Now we go over to the ESL Katowice Royale Fortnite tournament in 2019, which had a prize pool of $500,000. WoW in the tournament was a huge roster of players such as Liquid 72 Hours, 100 Thieves Nick Merckx, Ghost Bizzle, and Liquid Chat. Also in the tournament were players Marquee and Ryux of Team Heretics. Streaming their match live to Twitch, Heretics Marquee was down by player with a tac shotgun, injuring him and making him vulnerable. Player then tried to thirst Marquee with a shotgun to the face, and he did 100 damage, but nothing actually happened. Marquee's health went all the way down from 100 to 0, but he wasn't eliminated, and the player chugs a mini and then tried killing Marquee more and more, shooting him repeatedly with a variety of guns. Nothing was working. It was a glitch of a lifetime, helping Marquee stay alive pretty much permanently unless his teammate died. This isn't cheating, you say, it's purely a bug. Well, we haven't got to the part where they cheated yet, as Marquee could have simply left the game and respected the rules of the tournament. However, live on stream, he proceeded to be picked up by his teammate Ryuk, giving healing items and a purple combat SMG. You can see in the background that the security noticed the glitch and the guard goes to fetch help. In the meanwhile, Marquee gets an elimination before 3 security guards are stood behind him telling him to stop the game. He argues with the security guards, telling them it was the game's fault, and then he pretends he can't understand them because he's Spanish and they're speaking English. They get their way and Marquee runs into the storm on purpose, but not before cheating even more and giving his teammate a ton of materials, ammo, and weapons. I just feel bad for the player that got eliminated by Marquee. They might have won that game, who knows. But as for the honorable mentions, we've got Zacubus. Zacubus was banned from the game live on stream during a DreamHack tournament after breaking the rules there and then. He found a friend of his during a solos match and proceeded to purposefully miss a shot, saying,
"That's you, isn't it, Pixel?"
He then ran away. So teaming live on stream at DreamHack, pretty stupid. Mid-match, Zacubus was banned permanently from Fortnite for cheating. He accepted the ban, but tried to defend himself, saying that other people were doing it, not an excuse, and he was banned in the last round of DreamHack and was number 1 on the leaderboard. What a shame that he had to cheat. His own fault, really. But in at number 1, we've got Rise Ziff. Rise Nation Ziff is the most controversial Fortnite pro player on the scene right now. The most recent notable case of a pro player cheating live. Real name Damien, Ziff was accused by pro player HBK High Sky, not to be confused with FaZe High Sky, of teaming with his friends in the World Cup solo qualifiers, making them land near him and purposefully play poorly in order to let him eliminate them and gain points to qualify. Ziff qualified for the World Cup finals in week 3 of the solos competition, just under Tfue in points. He cheated his way to the World Cup finals. It was a pretty serious way of cheating, and to be caught out live in a Fortnite replay by another pro player is even worse. What's scarier is that the other pros could be doing this right now, and we wouldn't know unless we saw it firsthand, like this situation. High Sky got multiple videos from various matches and qualifying that showed Ziff doing the same method of cheating a number of times, even after being called out. Some videos went all the way back to Season 7 competitive event. He was doing it for a long time. Ziff denied the allegations allegations, stating that the repeated victims of his collusion were not his friends and were, at best, fans. What made the case even more remarkable was that when Epic Games found out about it, Ziff was punished by having his final spot removed, but he was only banned from the game for 14 days. As you've seen on the list, other players have been banned permanently for way less. All players involved in the collusion scandal were also given 14-day bans from competitive matches. The punishment was really lenient for someone who got a spot in the finals and almost got a shot at winning a share of $30 million. If you qualify for the finals, you will make at least $50,000, as that is the prize for last place. It is the biggest Fortnite tournament of all time to date, and yet he only got banned for 14 days. That means he can still try to qualify once he's unbanned. Many pro players protested the short ban. So you can cheat for millions and only get 14-day ban, said Twitch streamer Dakotas and FaZe Cloak, saying cheating for $30 million, 2 weeks ban? Come on, guys. And as of the video, he still has not been punished further beyond the blog post. We don't have anything else to add right now, said Epic Games to .esports. But do you think the punishment was enough or not harsh enough? Let us know in the comments below. But this has been our list of the top 5 Season 9 Fortnite pros found cheating, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.